Now in the next section, we're gonna go into the feet and toes. Let me tell you, feet and toes are hard to educate. They have their own world, and even though they hear you, they may not do what you want them to do. So please bear in mind that you have to stay very patient and very, very perseverant with those toes and your feet when you are teaching them, particularly when you're teaching them standing. So let's try a few exercises that will help you keep a very mobile foot. We did the heel raises before, which will make you a stronger foot. Now let's do exercises which will make your foot more flexible and your toes included. Remember, our feet are the one piece in our body that is supporting us and that is holding us up there an entire life. And it is the one part of our body that we are caring the least for. So it might feel odd for you to work on your feet, but really, if you have any feet issues, you will not be able to get out of that one. You have to take care of those feet and you have to exercise them to potentially avoid any surgery or any more further complications. Which, remember, the feet is the root of everything in our posture and is the root of our standing. If we have no strong or flexible feet, we are eventually going to feel this and see this up the track when we are standing or when we're exercising. So the first one is called the piano. And we're going to do a close-up probably on my feet because you'll see it's going to be pretty tricky to do so. I'm going to invite you to stay in a Pilates stance. And what we're going to do in this exercise is we're going to wiggle and move each single toe. Now, one foot in my body behaves way more than the other foot. It's almost like, I have two children. One really behaves and listens to me, and the other one just does whatever it wants. This is exactly how my body works with my right and with my left when it comes to my feet. You're going to see it. So the piano feet is about you lifting just the big toe first. And then we bring it down. Then lift the big toe, and let's lift the second toe. Just a second. That one is a little bit more reluctant. But then we bring it back down. Big toe, second toe, third toe. And that's where my little friend here is a little reluctant. Come on, my dear friend, lift there. Here we are. Thank you very much. And then we bring those toes down, bring those toes down, bring those toes down. Let's try again. The big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, little toes stay on board. Okay, we have all four. Fourth down, third down, second down, and first down. One more time. Big toe, second toe, third toe, come on, fourth toe, and little pinky one. Yeah, let's wiggle them a little apart. Little toe down. Good. Fourth, third, second, and first. There you go. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to have control over each single one of those toe muscles that are pulling our feet up, because later on in the Pilates exercises on the pieces of equipment, we need to have those toes very flexible so that we can do the exercises that we need to do, particularly when we are pressing through our toes and our feet on the pieces of apparatus. From our piano, I'm sure this was one of your favorite. People hate this one. Hopefully you enjoyed it. We're going to go into the standing prehensile stretch. So what I need you to do, I'm going to turn around. Or maybe I'm going to turn around this way so you can see it better. Go into a parallel stance and place your foot behind you on the cushioning of the top of the foot, called the coup de pied in French. Keep that coup de pied there, and already maybe in this position, you might feel the stretch. If you were not to find the stretch and feel the stretch on the whole top of your foot, we can then, in this position, start to bend and stretch. The idea is that you have equal pressure across your 5 toes. Again, we bend and stretch, and then we bring that foot back. The feeling when we do those exercises on our feet is really, and don't be surprised, that it's going to break. It almost feels like porcelain breaking. Don't be afraid. they will not break unless someone jumps on that foot in this position. But the feeling is quite harsh, and you really realize how tight potentially you might be in your shins and in that coup de pied. So if that is enough of a stretch, you simply breathe, keeping your pelvis under you. We want to keep this in a right position. And then we can add the stretch. And remember, when you're bending, we want to press into those 5 toes in the back. Returning one more time, pressing and returning. If you watch my foot in the back, please make sure you are not sickling that foot. Make sure that your foot is aligned and that the pressure is equal on that foot, not letting it escape from the potential stretch it actually needs. The next one is our foot spiral of our feet and toes, and I'm going to do this on the floor. So it's just, it actually works on the mat. Let's keep it on the mat. We are pressing our 5 toes in the mat. So they're going to spread, and I'm going to twist my foot. And if you look at what happens, it is stretching and spreading my toes open. For people who have ever smoked or have seen people smoke, this is like turning out a cigarette on the floor. So again, we are turning around, pressing down. One more time, we're turning around, spreading those toes and pressing down. If we look more closely to our foot, you will see that these exercises help flattening and evening out our bunions. So our hallux valgus, the bone on the outside of our foot here, which I have, we all have that in our family, is a bone that eventually is going to give and is going to create those very fancy bunions and those feet overlapping with the toes. So if you are suffering from a bunion, make sure you do those spirals in your foot to open up your foot. Let's do the other one as well. So you have your 5 toes on the floor, we're spiraling out. And again, we turn out that cigarette, pressing down. One more time, spiral it out. Make sure you are staying even. You keep those toes relaxed and return. So spiraling open to make sure our bunions are well stretched.